A scientist at a remote research center was creating and studying artificial intelligence robots. He wanted to know what would happen if robots were given brains more powerful than humans. Could those robots lead humanity into the future? One day, he succeeded in his mission and built a robot that looked exactly like a human. She thought and understood things just like a human, and even had human-like emotions and feelings. But things took a turn for the worse when the robot started to think too much. The robot did something to the scientist that he had never even dreamed of. But what did the robot do to the scientist? Let's find out. The story begins by showing a company named Blue Book. This company was a search engine firm, similar to Google, where a young man named Caleb worked. One day at work, Caleb gets an email on his computer screen telling him that he has won first prize in a company competition. The prize was a chance to stay for a week at the VIP home of the company's owner. The next day, a helicopter comes to pick Caleb up. After a while, the pilot drops Caleb off in a mountainous area, shows him the path forward, and says, "I'll come back to this same spot to pick you up in a week." Then, the pilot leaves. Caleb follows the path the pilot showed him. After walking a short distance, he sees a house that looks like it's made of glass. As he gets closer to the house, he hears a voice. It was a computer voice from the door, asking Caleb to scan his face. Caleb puts his face in front of the scanner. Instantly, a machine gives him a card with his photo on it. The computer then tells Caleb to open the door and go inside. As soon as he enters the house, Caleb sees that this place, which looked run down from the outside, is a magnificent research center on the inside. A little further in, he meets the company's CEO, Nathan, who is exercising at the time. Nathan welcomes Caleb and offers him a drink. At first, Caleb feels a bit uncomfortable, but later he starts to enjoy himself. After that, Nathan takes him downstairs, where many rooms were built. Nathan explains to Caleb that he is only allowed to enter the rooms that his card can open, and that he should not go into any room his card doesn't open. Next, we see Nathan and Caleb sitting in a room where Nathan gives Caleb a contract and says that to start the work ahead, he must sign it. The contract stated that he would never tell anyone about whatever he sees in this house. This makes Caleb a bit thoughtful, and he says that he wants to talk to his lawyer before signing the contract. Seeing Caleb hesitate, Nathan explains that what they are about to create is something amazing. If their mission is successful, Caleb will also get credit for it. Hearing this, Caleb signs the contract without a second thought. After Caleb signs the contract, Nathan tells him about his project and what he is creating. He reveals that he has created a robotic human and has implanted an artificial intelligence brain inside it. Nathan tells Caleb that he wants to test the robot. He says, "I need your help with the testing. You will have to talk to the robot every day to test it. And if at any point during the test, you feel like you are talking to a robot instead of a human, the test will be considered a failure." Caleb agrees to this test. The next day, their test begins. Nathan sends Caleb into a glass-walled room where he sees a female robot in front of him. Her face looked exactly like a human's, but her entire body was robotic. Caleb starts talking to the robot, where the female robot says, "My name is Ava," and they continue to talk for a long time. Meanwhile, Nathan is watching and listening to their conversation on a camera from outside and also taking notes. When the conversation ends, Ava tells Caleb that she really enjoyed talking to him and would like to meet him again. After this, Caleb goes out to Nathan. Nathan asks Caleb, "How did you feel talking to Ava?" Caleb excitedly tells him that she is amazing, and that while talking to her, he didn't feel at all like he was talking to a robot. Hearing this, Nathan becomes very happy, thinking about the success of his project. That night, Caleb was lying in his room, but couldn't sleep at all. Caleb finds a remote on his bed. Since he couldn't sleep, he thinks he'll watch some TV. When he presses a button on the remote, thinking it's for the TV, a live CCTV feed of Ava's room starts playing on the screen. Caleb doesn't understand any of this. Suddenly, the power goes out, and all the doors of the house lock, which makes Caleb a little scared. He tries to open the door, but it doesn't open. A little later, when the power comes back on, Caleb opens the door and immediately goes to Nathan to ask about the power outage. Nathan tells him not to worry. "I designed these doors in such a way that as soon as the power goes out, all the doors lock automatically so that no stranger can get into these rooms by cutting the power." Nathan also tells him that for the past few days, the power in the house has been cutting out repeatedly, whereas this never happened before. After this, Caleb goes to his room and sleeps. In the morning, a girl brings him breakfast. Seeing her, Caleb gets a bit flustered and goes to Nathan to ask about her. Nathan tells him that her name is Kyoko and she is his caretaker. Then Nathan tells Caleb that today they will test what she thinks about him. Caleb goes to Ava to conduct her next test, where Ava shows Caleb some drawings she had done at night, but Caleb can't understand the drawings. He asks Ava to draw an object that she wants to create, like a person or a tree or anything. To this, Ava says that she will draw it and show it to him the next day. Ava asks Caleb, "Are you married?" Caleb replies by telling her about himself, that he is a 26-year-old unmarried man. "I don't have a girlfriend and my parents were killed in a car accident." Hearing this, Ava expresses her sadness. They were talking like this when suddenly, the power goes out. As the power cuts, Ava tells Caleb that he should not trust Nathan because he is not a good person. She says, "I am the one who keeps cutting the power in the house so that all the cameras turn off, which prevents Nathan from hearing or seeing us." Hearing Ava's words, Nathan is surprised as to why she is saying this. He finds it a bit strange, and then the power comes back on. Caleb immediately comes out of the dressing room and goes to Nathan, where they start having dinner. Nathan asks Caleb that when he was testing Ava in the room, the power went out, so he couldn't hear their conversation. He asks, "What did you two talk about?" Caleb lies to Nathan that after the power cut, he didn't have any conversation with her. At night, Caleb again starts watching Ava through the CCTV footage from the screen in his room, because he was starting to get attracted to Ava. The next day, Nathan takes Caleb to a separate research room, where he tells Caleb that this is the same room where he had created Ava. He picks up a gel-like object and says that this is Ava's brain. Whatever Ava thinks is because of this brain. Nathan tells Caleb that Ava's brain is made up of the thoughts of the whole world. To make this brain, he first hacked almost all the mobile phones in the world and then used their data to find out how human behavior works, what people see, how their brain works, how we humans do all our work. I have put all that knowledge into Ava's brain. After this, for the third day's test, Caleb goes to Ava, where Ava shows him the drawing that he had asked her to make. She says that she wants to go on a date with him. A little later, Ava tells Caleb to close his eyes. "I have to show you something." Caleb closes his eyes. Then Ava goes inside and comes out in front of Caleb wearing human-like clothes, which makes Caleb even more attracted to Ava. After this, Ava asks Caleb, "Do you like me?" To which Caleb says no, but Ava tells him that he is lying because she can read his facial expressions. After this, Caleb goes to Nathan and tells him that she can understand people's emotions and can tell the difference between truth and lies. Along with this, she can also flirt with people. Nathan says that he only made Ava to think and understand, but she is slowly learning the rest of the things on her own. Caleb asks, "Why did you make Ava a girl?" In response, Nathan says that she can also be intimate and will feel pleasure during intimacy. He tells Caleb that he has to trick her and get physical with her. Hearing all this, Caleb understands that even though Ava has all the feelings and emotions of a human, Nathan has kept her captive here. The next day, Caleb meets Ava and tells her the difference between a human and a robot. He says that a robot only works with the knowledge that is installed in it, whereas there is no limit to human thought. Humans create their own thoughts and cannot live in captivity in one place, like a robot. Caleb's words stuck in Ava's mind, and now she wanted to become a complete human. After this, at night, when Caleb sees in the CCTV footage that Nathan was going to Ava and tearing up the drawings she had made and coming towards his room, Caleb goes to Nathan's room to talk to him, where he sees Kyoko and asks him where Nathan is. Kyoko thinks that Caleb is asking her to be intimate with him, so she starts taking off her clothes, but he stops her from doing so. Just then Nathan comes there and tells Caleb that Kyoko doesn't understand his language and she does whatever she wants. Nathan was very drunk, so he starts dancing with Kyoko and asks Caleb to dance with him, which makes Caleb go back to his room. The next day, when Caleb goes to test Ava, Ava cuts the power and tells him that she knows she has been called here to be tested. But if she fails Nathan's test, what will he do to her? Then Ava tells Caleb that just as you have started loving me, I have also fallen in love with you, and I want to live with you forever, but only after becoming fully human. After this test, Caleb goes to Nathan and asks him what he will do if Ava fails the test. In response, Nathan tells him that if that happens, he will keep all her body parts safe and erase her entire memory from her brain, thus erasing her existence. Then I will create a new, more advanced brain, in which I will take care of all the things that were not in Ava's brain. Hearing this, Caleb gets very angry with Nathan in his mind, because he had fallen in love with Ava and could not see her being destroyed. So, Caleb takes Nathan to a room and in the course of conversation, makes him drink a lot. which makes Nathan fall asleep. Caleb takes the card from Nathan's pocket and goes to his private room and starts watching some of his videos on his computer, from which he comes to know that Nathan had made several robots before Ava. They had the ability to think and understand just like Ava, but due to some minor flaws, Nathan erased all their memories from their brains and killed them. All those robots, just like Ava, wanted to be free from his captivity and live their lives openly. After this, Caleb goes to another of Nathan's rooms where Kyoko was sitting without clothes. Caleb starts opening the cupboards there and sees that the bodies of the same robots whom Nathan had shut down were kept in those cupboards. Seeing this, he gets very disturbed. Then Kyoko starts peeling the skin off her body, from which he comes to know that Kyoko is not a human, but an AI robot. She also had society and feelings like humans, but still Nathan kept her like a slave. On the other hand, Nathan wakes up and in a drunken state. He starts looking for his card to go to his private room. So Caleb comes out of the room and drops his card down and tells him that your card is lying down here. After this, Caleb goes to his room and lies down. But now, he starts doubting himself, wondering if he too is not a robot, for which he starts checking his own body and even cuts his hand, from which blood starts flowing from his hand. The next day, Caleb goes to Ava where, after some normal conversation, Ava cuts the power. Then Caleb tells her that if you fail the test, Nathan will erase all your thoughts and memories from your brain, which will kill you, and then he will keep your body in the cupboard. After hearing this, Ava says, "Can you save me?" To which Caleb says, "Yes, I will save you," and tells Ava about his plan that I will make Nathan drink a lot and put him to sleep and take his card and reverse all the security systems of this building. And then, as soon as you cut the power, all the doors of the building will open, and we will escape from here. The next day, Caleb tries to make Nathan drink while talking to him, but Nathan refuses to drink. He says that I have been drinking a lot for many days, so now I have quit drinking. He says, "You have done a good job, and today a helicopter will come to pick you up." Then Nathan asks him, "Do you really think that Ava loves you, or is she using you to get out of there?" Hearing this, Caleb understands that Nathan has found out that I want to free Ava from here. After this, Nathan takes Caleb to his room and shows him the videos of both of them, in which Caleb was telling Ava the plan to escape from here. Nathan tells Caleb that I had already found out that Ava herself cuts the power of the cat again and again, so that I cannot keep an eye on her. So I had already installed a battery-operated camera in the other room, which used to record even after the power went out. Nathan says that from the beginning, I was watching and listening to the conversation of both of you after the power cut. Nathan says that I have made Ava in such a way that she would present her emotions and feelings in front of others to free herself, so that the other person would be ready to do anything to help her. He says that she has passed her test because she has forced you to help her with her thinking, understanding, emotions, and feelings. Just then, Ava cuts the power as per the plan, and Nathan says to Caleb that, "See, Ava has cut the power as per the plan, and you have failed in your plan." To which Caleb says that you should not be so happy, because I knew from the beginning that you were listening to my and other things in some way or the other, even after the power cut. He says, "That's why yesterday when you were drunk and asleep, I reversed all the systems of the building with your card." Just then Nathan sees on the screen that Ava has come out of her room, and in anger, he hits Caleb with a rod and knocks him unconscious and goes to Ava and tells her to go back to your room. "Otherwise, I will finish you." Ava whispers in Kyoko's ear that you have to attack Nathan, and she herself attacks Nathan. But Nathan frees himself from Ava and hits her hand with a rod and breaks her hand. Just then, Kyoko stabs Nathan from behind, so Nathan hits Kyoko in the stomach with a rod and knocks her down. But from behind, Ava again stabs Nathan in his heart with a knife, on which Nathan cannot believe that the robot he created killed him. Ava takes his card from Nathan's pocket and goes to his room, where Caleb has now regained consciousness. Ava tells him that you stay here, and she goes to the room where the votes were lying. Ava replaces her own skin with the skin of a robot from those same cupboards. After this, she wears the girl's clothes and starts leaving from there. Meanwhile, Caleb tells Ava that you cannot leave me here, but she permanently locks his door and leaves from there. When Ava comes out of that building, she is very happy to see the outside world and feels the heat of the sun. Just then, a helicopter arrives there to pick up Caleb, and Ava charms the pilot with her words and leaves in the helicopter from there. Meanwhile, Caleb remains trapped in that building. Sometime later, Ava reaches the city, and with this suspense, this movie ends here.